User in your channel timed out.
Oh, alright, post.
Alright boys, so we are at company ceremony.
Alright, welcome soldiers. Some of you are first-time attendees into our promotion award ceremony. It's an event that we put on every first Sunday of the month. Basically, it's to recognize and reward, appreciate, show people that everything that they have done thus far in this prior month or months is what you're really going
User
for.
joined your channel. User
Month of
joined your channel.
October was a pretty steady month for us overall, combat mission-wise. It actually flew by pretty quickly. I mean, we're on the cusp of getting into the holiday season, as well as rounding that new year. So, we actually have a really good, well, a pretty lengthy promotion and awards. So we'll kind of kick it all off. Some of the important mentions of today. We have 2 anniversaries in the month of November. One for Specialist Holmes. Specialist Holmes is going to be hitting his 1-year anniversary here in just a couple days, November 11th. And then we have Chief Bodwin out of 3 Cab. On November 29th, we'll be celebrating his 7th year in our unit.
Wow, 7 years.
Some of you soldiers don't even have, like, you know, much to say for 7 years ago, or where you were. Elementary school at best. Some of you, your personalities is about there, I'm just going to say. No, I'm joking. But that's pretty amazing to hit 7 years, to be in a unit that long.
Shots fired by the major.
And be able to continue doing what the chief has done in his 7 years, from squad leading, platoon sergeant, moving over being what he's currently at is our 3 Cab XO. So a big congratulations to these two.
Hello.
In the month of October, we took on just under 10 soldiers with Franklin, Miracle, McMiller, Reiser, Harris, Delgado, Tham, Parker, and Keddick all joined us in the month of October. So if they're in formation, welcome to your very first formation, soldiers.
User joined
if I
your
could
channel.
get Bills, Delgado, Vandal, and Sam post. Alright, about face.
User joined your channel.
Alright. Oh, helps if you guys hear me, huh? Somehow I muted myself. Alright, so this medal is hereby being awarded to these soldiers for donating in the month of October. So we have Specialist Bills receiving this medal with Valor, with V-Device for a $100 donation. We have Delgado for a $100 donation, so he'll be receiving it with a V-Device as well. We have Corporal Vandal for his traditional 60-69 donation. He'll be receiving the national or the Military Outstanding Volunteer Service Medal, as well as Walk Sam for donating $50 or more in the calendar month. And then, not in formation, and a retired soldier with retired Staff Sergeant Abel as well will be given credit for donating $50 in the calendar month as well. So, you know, this continues to be an extremely big strength of our unit, is constantly hitting our donation goals. It makes a lot of things run smoother. It allows us to have some extra funds to put them in areas like our anniversary gifts that we give out to all soldiers. So those that are coming up on that 1 year, that 3 year, 5 year, and so forth, receive anniversary gifts from us, from the command staff team, and just kind of showing that it's something that makes us different than all the other million Milsims out there. Is that, you know, you serve with us, you get something. Not only just, you know, your custom uniform on our website, and to be part of a group that's been around longer than some of you been born. It's just something special, and soldiers like this that provide funds and donate really make that happen. So a big hooah to these soldiers. Hooah.
Hooah.
All right, Buffface. Congratulations. Fall back in. So the next list is mighty large, so I won't have everybody post or anybody post. So this is soldiers that are hereby being awarded the Good Conduct Medal. The soldiers that are awarded the Good Conduct Medal served at least 3 good service months with us. No AWOL lapses, no unexplained or not TPRing. Being able to make sure that they are accounted for is the key, is good conduct. So we have Cruz, Bodwin, Stain, Sam, Ericola, Vandal, Garcia, Cooper, Nissan, Harris, Winters, Fernandez, Avanov, Holmes, Frost, Fives, Busby, and Hodgkinson are all hereby being awarded the Good Conduct Medal for continuous good service. This is a medal or a ribbon that can be awarded 4 times a year, so you can max it out pretty quick if you're just here to do what you signed up to do. So it's really that easy. So congratulations. Cool. These next 2, Franklin and Delgado, post. All right, Buffets. Who do I have in front of me?
Franklin. Yeah, Franklin.
Franklin? Perfect. All right. I didn't turn on my on my squad URL thingy. So these 2 soldiers that I called out are hereby being honored and recognized for serving in their nation's military. So we have Franklin here, who's a U.S. Army veteran, you know, and then we have Delgado served as a U.S. Marine. I mean, this is something that only is given out. The National Defense Service Medal is only given out to service members of their nation, whether that's the U.S. in this case, or foreign militaries as well. It just goes through a process with me. So if you are somebody that has served, please let me know. PM me. There's an area in our enlistees lounge area to kind of go through processing. But it's something that we like to recognize and honor those that stepped out of their mother's basement and served their nation. So big thank you for protecting our nation, and then those that have served as well. Later this week, actually, we have Veterans Day in the United States, and that's for anybody and everybody that has served in the U.S. military. I'm pretty sure most nations probably have something similar to that, being that we're U.S. based. You know, look forward to reading that article from our public affairs and thanking all our military vets, because that's really what creates that military bearing and that professionalism look, is a lot of our military vets. So we thank you. Cool. Buffett. Thank you for your service. Fall back in. All right, next up, if I can get Brock, Garcia, Winters, and Ivanov. Post.
Did Brock take it? He TPR'd. He did. Oh, nice. Just up there to go out with the life later, that's what it is.
Alright, these 4 are constantly up here for this. There has to be a cap sooner or later. I'm going to say it. No. these soldiers are hereby being awarded the Humanitarian Service Medal. I mean, these soldiers spend a lot of dedicated time voting on clans lists for us, making sure that we're in that top spot or top 5 spots for sure. And these soldiers continue to do it. They vote twice a day, every single day for 30 days straight. It's a rolling calendar, and they achieve the 60 monthly votes on clans lists, each person here. And being able to do that is a hell of a dedication to make that happen. Being able to consistently keep that routine is no easy feat. I know a lot of us, including myself, have tried like no other to do it. But you miss one day and you start over. So a big thank you to these soldiers. They drive in a lot of potential traffic into our unit, as a lot of people, gamers, always check out clans lists, it seems. And you can kind of just see it in our recruitment ads or our recruitment area, our applications. How did you find us? A large portion of you found us off clans lists. So, and soldiers like this is what makes that happen. So a big thank you. Cool.
Cool.
All right, Dollface. Thanks again, soldiers. Thanks for fall again. All right, this is a fairly big list. So, Fernandez, Franklin, Lewis, T. Simmons, Delgado, Sliger, Harris, Winslow, and Battle Post. All right, Buffett. All right, I love to see this. Everybody remembers that in the month of, September, in the month of September, we had a hell of a recruitment drive, and the amount of soldiers that we brought in. If I recall, it was just shy of 24 people came in. And judging by this list, retention is good. These soldiers completed their OSET probably in the month of September or October, and qualified for promotion to Private First Class today. So this is their first time up here in front of a formation, receiving a promotion. It's their very first step in their career outside of a training environment, to be able to come in and do what they need to do. I mean, there's a good amount of requirements just to get PFC in our unit. Not only just the activity side of things, the being an active member in your squad. You know, your squad leader, your fire team leader have to recognize that. Voting is now one of the requirements for our ranks as well on clans list, just to make sure that everybody is doing their part. It shouldn't fall on those, only those 4 dedicated soldiers that receive the humanitarian every month. But these soldiers are up here ready to start their careers. They're new in their careers, and really the sky's the limit. Every single person, soldiers, that's in front of you right now started at where you're at. From myself to the lieutenants to the senior NCOs to your squad leaders. We all started where you're at, so keep pushing. Cool. All right, Bellface. All right. Fall back in. Next up, make sure I mark that right. Go ahead, get me Snar and Pearson's post. Snar and Pearson, not here.
Pearson's not here, sir.
Alright, copy. And Skinar's on my stream. So, these two soldiers are hereby being awarded the Armed Forces Service Medal for serving at least 6 months in their assigned DMOS, so one of their admin duties. In this case, we have Skinar for COE for 6 months of service, and Pearson for FIG for 6 months of outstanding service. Both of these are extremely important to our unit, our COE, and what they do for from our servers to our website, to a lot of things that we don't even pay attention or see as a combat unit. The stuff that our COE team does is very, very extensive, and I love being able to award stuff to anybody in any DMOS, as we're all here to game and have fun. Sometimes DMOSs it sometimes can feel like a job, but being able to knock out what needs done for the betterment of the unit is dedication from these soldiers. FIG, every single one of us takes training courses to continue to move up in our careers here and get skill badges and process new soldiers through OSET, and just the ability and activity that we need out of our FIG is more and more important as we continue to retain new soldiers. So big congratulations to these two. All right, next up, go ahead and get me Toplak and McMahon C-type, PFC type host.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
All right, Belfast. All right, these two private first classes are hereby entering what we call the E4 Mafia. We have quite a bit of E4 Mafia is what we call it, specialists. Being able to get out of that, lower enlisted, you're no longer a private. These soldiers are becoming dedicated possible team leaders. Obviously, being a specialist opens you up to a lot more DMOSs and other, things throughout our unit. Leadership is really one of the key ones there. Being able to take on some leadership roles, and really just being able to be that, in a way, that senior lower enlisted, ready to help our new soldiers come in. To us, our specialist corps is extremely important, and congratulations. Buffet. Alright, fall back in. Alright, next up, if I can get Lieutenant Cruz, post.
First Lieutenant Cruz?
Buffets.
First Lieutenant Cruz?
Alright, so Lieutenant Cruz here is our 3 cab commander. Serving in his current role, he qualifies and hits the senior aviator badge, being able to transport us, provide CAS. A lot of what he does is the logistical side of it and the coordinating side of it, and really is the unsung hero of what our 3 cab goes through in the training processes. So a big thank you and congratulations on achieving senior aviator. Above it. All right. With that, let's go ahead and get Cunningham and Mays up here. Take a seat.
Man just took a seat at
those
ceremony.
damn buttons, I tell you. About face. All right, these two soldiers hereby completed their aviation school. They were sworn in and awarded or promoted to Warrant Officer 1 earlier this month, or earlier, late last month, I guess. And hereby qualify to earn the Army Aviator Badge. So they completed their Warrant Officer Candidate course and the flight school requirements, therefore qualify for aviation
User
and to be
left your
skilled
channel.
pilots. So being able to get soldiers that have that skill set. I've flown. Any of you that have ever flown with me know that I am definitely not, a pilot. I think just a couple days ago I crashed a Chinook. So luckily I wasn't streaming, so that's, only very limited accounts of people saw that. Other than that, I mean, congratulations to have to keep having new soldiers come in, be able to do a skill set like be a pilot, provide CAS, aerial surveillance is something that is humongous need for ground infantry. So big thank you. Cool. Buffet? Fall back in. All right, next up, go ahead, get me Pendergast, Lang, Garcia, and Marsh. Post. All right, Buffet. All right, these four soldiers, 3 in front of you and 1 actually on my stream, are hereby being awarded the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal for achieving 12 months time in service with a deployment. So currently right now we're in the middle of an operation, so that qualifies. And then these 4 soldiers have hit at least their 1-year time in service or more. It's every year, every 365 days, and achieved this medal. It's a time in service based medal to be able to hit 1 year. They've been here, they've seen quite a few things. They understand that it's not exactly an easy task. A lot of factors play into being active in a Milsim group and remaining active and remaining here. So big thank you to these soldiers. Buff face. Congratulations, fall back in. Next up, go ahead and get me Cunningham and Craig. Post.
Some walks. There's one. Where's the second one? That might just be coming in.
Alright. Buffets. Alright. Oh, serving in 3 cab. It is outside our infantry roles. They're not 11 Bravos. So when we look into and do combat missions, they're not infantry badges that they earn. These 2 soldiers, Cunningham and Craig, have earned the combat action badge as for basically what people call pogues, right? Personnel outside or other than grunts. That's the pogue badge. I own a pogue badge, so there's nothing wrong with that in real life. So it's one of those that we will continue to push for. They provide combat assistance and support, as well as just combat action as well. So a big hooah to these 2 soldiers for achieving their cab. Hooah. Buffet. Right. And then Cunningham, just hold there. Go ahead, Elio, post if you're here. And Cunningham, stay.
He's not here, sir.
Oh, he's not here? All right.
No, sir.
Well, then about face again, Cunningham. All right. To add on to what seems to be Warrant Officer 1 Cunningham's day on medals and badges, is hereby being awarded the Air Medal. I have the citation to read. So this is being awarded the Air Medal to Cunningham, Mays, and Elio for the following. These candidates and warrant officer now are being awarded the United States Army Air Medal for participating in particular events involving the airdrops utilizing a C-130 with fixed-wing assets being outside their normal responsibilities and duties. Having pilots that can execute these duties with efficiency has proven to be vital to the success of the 3rd Infantry Division Milsim unit. So not only drops, I remember a couple months ago we provided a C-130 insert via airborne drop. Outstanding. I mean, I've been a part of drops to where our bird blows up on the runway just by ARMA alone, so there's so many factors. To have proper airspeed, to have
User
proper
joined your channel.
altitude, so that we don't get hurt while we come out of that bird. And then being able to do it multiple times. If I recall, we did 2 drops that day. On top of that, anything else that we may drop, a cargo drop, anything like that. So a big hoot to these soldiers for achieving the air medal. Nice. Buffet. And then Klein, your active mic. All right, fall back in. Congratulations. All right, next up, if I can get Winters, Bills, and Frost post. All right, Buffers. All right, so these 3 soldiers are hereby entering the NCO Corps. They're being promoted to E4 Corporal. Entering the NCO Corps, these soldiers lead from the front. They, take care of their soldiers to even qualify to be an NCO, to be a corporal. They have to be at least a fire team leader or higher. Being able to get into those slots isn't easy. There's a lot of competition. Obviously, they take care of their soldiers is what a leader does. We'll be covering here. We completed a WLC in the month of October, and we'll be recognizing and talking about those soldiers as well. But what they do is take care of their soldiers, and that's something that I look forward to seeing these new NCOs do in their careers. Cool. Congratulations. Dollface. All right, outstanding. Fall back in. All right, next up, if I can get Snyder, Winters, Vandal, Cunningham, and Elio post.
Hell yeah. I didn't think I was gonna get that shit, dude.
Dollface. Alright, so these soldiers are hereby being awarded the Army Achievement Medal. And I have some citations to read. So first, once again, Cunningham. Outstanding, I love it. And Elio are hereby being awarded the AAM for continued dedication to 3 CAP. These candidates have dedicated several hours a week outside the unit's mandatory training and operation times to ensure that all the various aspects of any requested asset can be carried out effectively. This covers a consistent training on the C-130, the C-17s, and coordinating close air support using multiple airframes to assist one another. So being able to, they are experts in their jobs, right? They can utilize any aircraft. It's not only just the training side of it, but you heard it, outside the training requirements. I mean, they're on doing it on their own time. It's outside their squad drill technically, right? Their element drills, outside our FTXs or operations. And they're on here training, utilizing our servers, utilizing each other for resources, and just kicking ass. So big hoot to them. We have Corporal Vandal is hereby being awarded the Army Achievement Medal. Since Corporal Vandal has taken over First Squad Scorpions, the squad seems to be revitalized. Attendance is up, the team members appear more motivated, and the squad is more effective overall. Corporal Vandal
I agree on that one.
puts a big emphasis on training, and it shows. His valuable information during briefs and debriefs also levels up the whole platoon. That being said, he is well deserving of this medal. So, we have Specialist Winters receiving the Army Achievement Medal with an AAM with C device for combat for his above-average management of the squad during leadership transitions. So this is somebody that is a squad or is a fire team leader, and going through that transition is no easy thing. Definitely replacing an SL like that. But he was one that was there for him. During that transition and effectively running the advanced medical lane for the squad that ended up being necessary for a following op. Without his effectiveness and focus, the squad's transition would not have nearly been as effective that it ended up being. So just somebody that took over, led from the front, whether that's a squad medic or fire team leader. It's something that Specialist Winters definitely steps up to do.
Oh yeah.
We then have Specialist Snyder being awarded with C device. Snyder is one of the backbone members of our Phoenix squad, Force Squad. As Alpha Team CLS, he isn't scared to take over his fire team and lead from the front when his team leader goes down. He performs well under pressure, and would make a great fire team leader someday. Among all things, his attendance is one of the best in the squad. And we know what Phoenix does. I mean, they rise from the ashes, and they definitely kick some ass when you get Phoenix going. Activity across the board has never faltered. Having soldiers like Specialist Snyder lead from the front and show what good looks like and what's expected of new soldiers, they're able to retain, they're able to motivate, and they're able to keep soldiers in game and engaged. So big hoo to Specialist Snyder as well. Congratulations to these 5 soldiers being awarded the Army Achievement Medal. Cool. All right, above face. Congratulations. Fall back in. All right, if I can get Cooper first. Oh, there's more. It was on the other page. Winters and Moali as well. Post. I accidentally printed this off back to back, so it's kind of hard to keep
User joined your channel.
All right. About face. There you go. Helps if I didn't look like a dummy. All right, so for Cooper, Winters, and Wally are hereby being awarded the Joint Service Achievement Medal, the JSAM. JSAM is a medal that is only awarded for the work that you do and dedicate inside a DMOS, so one of the admin jobs, logistical basically on the unit side. So we have Cooper. Serving as a range safety officer and drill instructor, Cooper has provided solid instruction for trainees in OSET and land navigation. His active support has contributed to the maintenance of the highest standards inside our Force Improvement Group. We have Winters, as well as serves as a cadre on numerous OSETs and land navigation courses. In doing so, he has given trainees top-notch instruction. His high-quality work also bolsters the Force Improvement Group's commitment to excellence. We then have Corporal Wally being awarded the JSAM for his work in our public affairs as a journalist, providing articles and content towards our news page, always producing quality content. He's being recommended and awarded for the JSAM for his work in public affairs. So, I mean, it's just meant, as you can kind of see, each one said excellence or high standards. Being able to produce stuff. I mean, it goes without saying that our DMOSs is really what runs our unit. We all love the in-game part, this part, right? The admin side of things isn't always the most flashy and sparkly and diamonds and everybody wants to do, it is a requirement for our soldiers upon achieving specialist or to get to specialist even to be in a DMOS. So being able to have soldiers that excel in that is phenomenal. So congratulations, Hua. All right, Buffets. All right, fall back in. Congratulations. All right, Vandal post.
My boy Vandal.
All right, Buffets.
Please tell me Sergeant.
All right. I'd like to recognize and award Corporal Vandal here for the following. So he's being awarded the Joint Service Commendation Medal. So this is one step up from a JSAM. It's awarded for DMOS work. So we have Corporal Vandal serving as an instructor on numerous OSETs, land navs, advanced radio courses, air assault. The list kind of goes on. Corporal Vandal has provided a high quality of training to a large number of the 3rd Infantry Division soldiers. His ongoing commitment to service has increased FIG's capabilities to train its unit personnel. As we continue to, grab new soldiers in, as we have a really good Sergeant Brock's team under FIG does an extremely good job on rotating our skill badge courses. We had an air assault, we had a WLC, we had airborne school, and that was just some. I know we had medic or land nav for sure, CLS. We have so many courses, and to have such skilled personnel like Corporal Vandal doesn't go unnoticed. To be able to teach all those effectively and professionally, so a big hoo to him. And then without further ado, I'd like to strap another mosquito wing onto Corporal and call him Sergeant Vandal from now on, if I'm okay with that. So congratulations, you're being promoted to E5
User joined your
Sergeant.
channel.
Having led already first squad very effectively, I look forward to seeing what else you can do with being a sergeant. All right, about face. Congratulations. All right, fall back in. All right, I'd like to call up Maze, Ilio, Winters, Ivanov, and Kidden post. All right, about face. All right, these soldiers, as I mentioned earlier, we ran a Warrior Leadership course, WLC, in the month of October, under the leadership of Sergeant First Class Brock, who's our senior NCO, with assistance from Lieutenant Drake. We were able to graduate 5 potential future leaders, if not already. They're being awarded the NCO development ribbon for completing WLC, a 2-day course of a lot of death by PowerPoint, a lot of knowledge having to be soaked in, different leadership models that they have to learn and utilize and really take and take to the next level as future leaders. This is a ribbon that gets put on your uniform once you actually achieve corporal. So some of you today, others maybe next month when that time comes. But being able to call yourself, an NCO is something that a lot of people take pride in. It shows that you're a leader, but you don't need to be a leader. You don't need to be a sergeant or a corporal to be a leader. We have PFCs, we have privates that are leaders, because it's all a mindset and it's all character based. So a big hood of these 5 for completing WLC in the month of October. All right, about face. All right, fall back in. All right. Next up, Fernandez, Franklin, Lewis, Simmons, Harris, Prophet, Slager, Tang, Miracle, Wenzel, Bubble, Sam, and Riser post. Or Reisler post.
Ja, det kan jeg ikke lige nu.
All right, buffers. So these soldiers, at the time, all private second classes. So being in a active operation, we're constantly getting our new soldiers in, and they're hitting their very first combat action, meaning that they are engaged in an operation within the month of October, and have earned their first stage of the combat infantry badge. So this is stage 1 of 4, and being able to get that first combat out of your way, definitely in your new element, your new squad, new fire team, can be nerve-wracking. But being able to, well, survive and push forward and get on to our next mission, you're hereby being awarded the stage 1 combat infantry badge. So congratulations. Hua.
What?
All right, Buffet. All right, fall back in. Right, next up, if I can get Cruz, Cunningham, Winters, Bills, Kidon, Ivanov, Wenzel, and Slager post.
Rock of the Marn, sir.
Rock of the Marn. All right, Buffets. So one of the courses that we ran in the month of October was Air Assault, an in-house course built by our FIG. It's, in my opinion, pretty fucking hua to attend that course and be able to do it. These soldiers are hereby being awarded their Air Assault badges for completion of that course. It is a multi-phase course that involves a lot of demand on them, understanding, and of course, a lot of security, a lot of everything. If you haven't checked out some of the screenshots from the course, it looked pretty awesome. And being able to do that is something, not necessarily a screenshot, I mean, but like the course itself. It's great professionalism. It shows what the unit does,
I like how the sun's coming
provides
through
that
those
to
trees.
the civilian world, and shows how cool a lot of the things that we can do are. So, big hua. Congratulations on being Air Assault qualified. Hua.
Oh,
All right, Buffets. All right, fall back in. All right, next up, Lambert and Bodwin post.
2 great XOs right there.
Neither are here. Okay. Both of these soldiers completed airborne school in the month of October. They went through and officially are named senior parachutists. To there, they have to complete a X amount of number of courses. Brock, remind me, is it 15 or 20 courses or jumps?
For senior, it's 10, sir.
10. Gotcha. Okay. A little ahead of myself. Master is a little more. So 10 courses for the senior parachutist badge. Being able to do that, no small feat. That's a lot of time jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. So big hua to those two. Hua. Okay. Just check through everything, make sure I didn't miss anything. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. So that kind of wraps up, I think, everything for promotion and awards, we do have some closing notes and really just getting after what November and December is going to look like for us. We're still currently in the middle of our recruitment competition that started October 3rd through December 5th. That's a $50 Steam Guard going to be raffled off. So in order to enter that raffle, anybody can enter. You don't need to be a member of RRO, but you must recruit a minimum of 5 soldiers, and then for every soldier recruited, your name is entered into the raffle for 1 ticket. So it's a 5 minimum to just get qualified. That way, we don't just have one person recruit and not have it, so we at least have something. But then each ticket, your name gets entered. Force Improvement, as I mentioned earlier, has a vast amount of training schools that is no different in the month of November. We are running right now 2 courses confirmed with Advanced Radio Communications course, which is the 13th of November, and then another 68 Whiskey Combat Medic School. So you combat lifesavers that are qualified, definitely check that out. We do have limited slots, of course, on medic slots, but doesn't mean you can't be qualified and ready to go into one of those slots if said one would open. And that course takes place on the 27th of November. November is, a holiday month. We do have a national holiday in the U.S. In the last part of November with Thanksgiving. December will come on us quick. Being able to be ready for December and what we're doing in our operation. We'll be winding down here late November, early December, and getting out of these beautiful jungles of Africa. But
Hell yeah.
from there, we move into what we call Exodus in December, end of December, for about 2 weeks, last 2 weeks of December, to start the new year fresh, ready to go. So I kind of look forward to that, being able to, believe it or not, that time frame, that 2 weeks is one of our most busiest time frames of the month, because generally, high school, college kids, you're all off school. Us poor souls that work 9 to 5 still unfortunately just get Christmas off and a little bit of in between, but look forward to hitting into December. I know November here, we're starting off strong already. The new donation goal will be going up today. We step off with an operational mission today. Outstanding attendance today just for ceremony, so I kind of look forward to seeing what the mission's going to bring. And obviously those probably learned the hard way a little bit that daylight savings time ended in the U.S., so now we fell back 1 hour. So if you showed up an hour early, I'm glad you were super early and super ready. But usually it's a little scary when we get to the spring and we go forward an hour and everybody's late by 1 hour. So I'd rather have everybody early. That's the military's mantra: hurry up and wait. So without further ado, that's all I have for the month of November. I appreciate everybody's time and look forward to today's mission. So without that, Lieutenant Drake, post. All right, take charge. Let's get your troops ready for combat. Who?
Oh, thank you, Major. Alright, gentlemen, you heard Major. We've got our combat coming up in about 50-ish, 40-ish minutes. So, leaders, I will expect you at the brief by then. The rest has a little bit more time, but do get in time. Remember, put in your CID requests. You can put those in already. CID will process them once the ceremony report has been released, but you can go ahead and put those in already. So congratulations to anyone who has received anything today, and I will see you in about half an hour. Cool?
Cool. Back in the morning.
Alright, gents, you're dismissed.
Scorpion, stand by real quick. I
User
wanna do
left your
something.
channel.
I don't care what the rest of these people do.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
Yeah.
Channel switched.